Good morning, everybody. We're just about to hop into Minecraft. It's actually still loading for me. Pretty slow this morning. So, let's hop into game, shall we? And see. So, today, I actually did a little tiny bit of work where I finished up all 5 trees, and I actually put the structure blocks here. Now, they're not saved or anything because we still have to do void blocks, but before I do that, before I insert the void blocks, I need to medium/GA trees is what I name the stream. Cool. Why would I name it that? I can't imagine what that was about. Oh, actually I do know, because I had to be in creative mode to place these, and I bet that's what happened. So anyway, regardless, it doesn't really matter. So I was able to place all 10 structure blocks, so they're all like the right size now. And but I didn't save them because I need to add in the void blocks, including I did actually these 5 big oak trees. These are my large oak trees, and these are my small spruce trees. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually build 5 more spruce trees. What's up, Trail? We're going to add 5 more spruce trees, and we're going to add the medium ones, which are going to go up to 32 blocks tall. Same basic idea, except for the difference is they're going to have actual roots this time. They're going to have actual tree trunks. So before we get to that, I think I am going to need to put down some podzol. Heck of a lot easier to do it this now than do it later. So we'll start with that. And then we'll come in and we'll texture up the ground just for like purely aesthetics later. But we don't need to do that quite yet. I can get rid of some of this stuff. I don't need the sticks. Now I am probably going to require bone meal. Alright, let's go get some podzol and do these 5 plus. There's actually an extra plot here, but whatever. If any of these grow with the leaves down low, then I will happily take all the leaves, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to get them. Usually probably enough to get started. So that's 1. Hey, Tumbleweed. How's it going, buddy? Just rolling through my little area here. That's fine. You add a lot to the game. Even though I think maybe you should be more for like mesas or deserts and not savanna, but okay, whatever. Do your thing, Tumbleweed. Do your thing. Alright, so this is going to be, you know, eventually... Oh, boy. Okay. I need more space. Eventually, we're going to have to figure out something with that. Because, unfortunately, with doing the plateau around it, it's not going to be as cool looking. Maybe I'm not still 100% sure on the... I don't... Maybe I'm still not 100% sure on the plateau. I don't know. I might be having a few second thoughts. I don't know, I can't decide. I can't decide. Like, every time I think about the plateau, I think like, oh man, all that room for trees, but then I think about like how cool that landmass is over there, but then I also think like, oh, but I could build a cooler one, like custom, you know, instead of just, I don't know. That's a really cool landmass, and then we could do something cool there. Like, we could definitely build some, maybe like a ruined castle or something could be really cool there. That's, how many is that? Is that just 2? That's just 2. I don't know. What do you think, Trail? Plateau, is the plateau a bad idea? I mean, my goodness, am I out? Wow, just fills up so fast. Yeah, obviously I'm out of space. Okay, well, let's do a little crafting then. I gotta put this outside of the grid. There we go, and then, okay, let's do this. There we go. The plateau is a cool idea. It's true. I generally I generally do not get burned out. That is a fact. I mean, I'm going to say that, famous last words, right? But like, I don't think I've ever been burned out of Minecraft as long as I've been playing. I just love, like, for me, seeing progression happen in the world is simply enough to stop me from getting burned out, because even if I only log in for like 15 minutes in a day, I make some, like even today, you know, I'm only playing for like 40 minutes today, and you know, something in this world happens that makes it better than it was before. I actually am running lower on spruce leaves than I thought, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest these. What's up, Klautos? Just getting ready to do some medium custom spruce trees. I finished the small custom, those are all my small ones. And I'm ready to dive into some medium. The medium ones are only going to be they're only going to be 8 blocks taller than the small ones, because I'm capping my trees at 48 blocks tall rather than 64. Reason being, I don't want it to like tower over a mountain. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The problem is 64 block trees would be awesome. The downside is, you know, my mountains are not that big, even the custom mountains I've built, and I don't want an oak tree to be as tall as a literal mountain, so I got to cap it a little earlier than I probably would otherwise. But it's 40, I mean, so those oak trees over there, that's my large size oak trees. They're 48 blocks high. I think that is plenty big enough for a large oak tree, in my opinion, so I think I'll be happy with the decision. And you're right, if I started to get burned out of the plateau, then I could do something else. But honestly, I've done bigger projects, even like recently in this world, than that plateau. So I don't think the size of the project is a concern at all. I think my only concern is if it would look dumb once it's done, you know? I mean, I want to, you know, if I'm doing 15 variations of each tree type, and that's not counting like custom trees, right? Like say I decided to just make up my own, like, what are those called? Baobab trees, right? Say I wanted to make up custom Baobab trees. Well, if I wanted to do that, then that would be another 15, right? So like if I'm doing 15 variations of every tree in the game, then I'm going to need a lot of land for the Arbor Druids here. Like, a lot of land. So I don't know what the best option is going to be. I need a lot of land. Now, yeah, it's Minecraft. We have infinite land, but I don't want it to be spread out for 1 trillion miles either. And if I can figure out my other reason for doing it, maybe my main reason for doing it is, if I can figure out more ways for the Shathari spine that's not making it hover, I like that. You know, that's how it works. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've always said, you know, just add more blocks for building. My building principle is just add more blocks, because that always fixes everything. Or you can explain any lore with a single sentence, which I still hold to be true. Now, I do have 11 plots, so I kind of want to keep to my system here of 5 each, so I have this 11th plot, so I'm just going to leave this one blank for now and figure out if that's like the beginning of the large oak tree size. But I think the large oak tree size is going to be bigger than 16 because oak trees I'm saying oak trees, I mean spruce trees. Because spruce trees are so peculiar how they're like pretty narrow, I'm only making them 16 blocks wide. But later spruce trees, like my large spruce trees, will probably be more like 20, like 30, 32 wide, or even whatever. So I certainly am not going to have enough inventory space, so stop picking up sticks, dude. I can't stop picking up sticks. All right, fine, I'll pick up all the stupid sticks. What's up, Wolf Mother? How's it going? Okay, so now we got Podzol for 5 more plots, and I think we are now ready to do the first the first medium spruce. So the first one I'm going to build is going to be straight because I want to sort of check out the height of it and see how it feels. And I don't think I'll use the azalea leaves for this one. I think I'll use birch at the top because now it's getting to be less new. So we're gonna end about here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did I miscount? I did. I have to get back up. I want this first one to be exactly 32 because I want to know how big it is. Then I can sort of eyeball the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? I'm just holding down the button. Is this another bug? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30. And then we'll just go 1, 2. Okay, that's 32 blocks. Yeah, so that's a good bit taller. Okay, that's a good bit taller. That's cool. Oh, you know, I didn't check at the site at all. Actually, yesterday I poured myself into schoolwork. Oh, that's medium, man. That's medium. That's pretty big. Is it Felipe? Maybe? Felipe? How's it going? Okay, so that's medium height, and that's pretty big. So we're going to start. I'm certainly going to have to use the happy gas here. I want to turn it. Let's go over here. Oh, boy. I'm just realizing, man. That's so tall. These are going to be really narrow. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Can I join you? Wait. Can I join you? Make like a SMP, or like, can I join you? I really want to play with you. This is a single player world, and it's single player because I want to place every block in this world myself. So this particular world is a single player world. I appreciate you wanting to join. That's cool, but not in this world. I might make an SMP someday. Again, who knows? We've tried that a few times. You love my channel? Thanks so much. I appreciate that. It's very kind. Yeah, but this world, I'm really, you know, trying my darndest to place every single block myself and see what kind of cool things we can come up with. But I appreciate you coming to hang out. It's really kind. Rest in peace, ROV. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Who knows? Maybe one day after I'm done with graduate school, maybe that'll be something we do again, you know? All right. Hey, come here. Okay. All right. So let's start laying out the branches. These are going to be really narrow. I think that'll still be cool, though. We just got... Oh. Ah! Ha! Going down! Shift! I can't stop myself. Oh, man. I know, I keep saying it. We need to separate the shift button and into 2 buttons. It's ridiculous that unmount and shift is the same thing. That cannot be the way it is. He's been playing this world for about 7 years. 6 years, officially. Actually, really, technically, I think it's like 6 years in the coming like couple weeks. I think we're very close to our 6-year birthday of this world. Yep, it's a pretty sweet world. Pretty sweet world, and we're finally getting around to some actual decent custom trees. So yeah, 6 years. Ton of different kingdoms. It's the world is about 3. What did we decide it was? 5,000 by 5,000. The world is about a 5,000 by 5,000 size. Oh man, every time I dismount, it's because I'm trying to go down because I can't learn because I'm too old to freaking learn. What do you think, Klautos? That's my new idea for Minecraft. No, it's not 10. I'm sure it's not 10. I think it's around. From my memory, I think the coordinates are that the Fixiverse theme park is the furthest thing west, and Tovelin is the furthest thing east. So I'm pretty convinced. All right, what do we think? These are getting so much. These branches are getting so much more simple as they go. It might be around 6,000. So maybe because Tovelin might stretch a little further than 2,500 east. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll check out. But regardless, between 5,000 and 6,000 total. By 6,000, it actually goes north almost the same distance. It's really basically a square. And I've decided that I'm never going to build outside of that square. I have the area mapped, and that'll be the maximum amount that the maximum size I ever build in, because I just want to keep going like deeper and deeper as far as detail goes. I really want to get into this block, which we're already, oh my god, we're already up to 350 days almost. Holy crap. This block, I really want to get into the Boneville bunker and finish the haunted house. Those are my two big focuses for this block, is finish the haunted house and really get into the Boneville bunker. And then next block, I have one huge new build that we're going to do, which actually we're going to build an airport over in Tovelin. There's going to be a Tovelin airport on the other side of the mountain, which means, Wolven Mother, the mountain that we always talk about, the mountain that shall never be named, is actually going to be dealt with in the next block. That's my big plan. The next block is going to be a Tovelin airport. And hey, Andy, Tovelin airport and finishing the Tovelin mountain. And then the next block after that is the last block before 20K. Oh, every time I dismount, every single 100 times, 100% of the time, every time I dismount, I'm just trying to go down, and I'm too dumb to learn. That mountain is going to be finished. Next block, man, next block. It's going down. You have bad news, bud. What's the bad news? Or big news? Oh, big news. What's the big news? Oh, I'm so glad it's not bad news, Andy. I thought for sure it was going to be bad news. The video I was working on. Yeah. How'd it do? I remember you talking about it. 20,000 views? What? Andy! Bro, that's awesome. That's fantastic, man. Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's great. Dude, that's awesome, man. Oh, that's your biggest video, right? That's like your first like big blow up? Fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. I hope the algorithm doesn't let you down. May the algorithm ever be in your favor. That's fantastic, dude. Ugh. Well, so you know what to do, Andy. Listen, here's my advice. Just do the exact same thing again and again and again. Like, do the same thing until the wheels fall off. Don't change. I made a big mistake when my channel was first hitting, and I recovered from it, luckily. But where I really desperately wanted people to watch this world, my survival world. So I alternated between like my 100 days videos when that trend was really going and the survival, and it really killed. What I should have done is I should have just dove completely in to what was working and just done nothing else for a little while, and then you can change later, you know. But like, But while it's going, my advice, if you care, is just start lining up the next video of basically the exact same thing again. That, you know. Wait! Toy Cat made a short talking about trying to stay within a square in long-term worlds. Darn it, man! I didn't know anyone else was doing that. I mean, it's not like the most brilliant idea that's ever been, but I did not... Oh, jeez, okay. Okay, no. I tried to avoid that, or I tried to get him, but missed. Fix, do you know the El Rano tornado? No, I don't know what that is. What's up, bro? Okay, well, this tree looks terrible. Well, actually, you know what? I was going to say it looks terrible, but actually, for the first pass, that's not bad for a first pass. First pass, you just chuck in a bunch of leaves. Then come in here with some birch, and I'm certainly going to run out of birch at some point here. Then I try to, like, as long as I can't go past this border for the size. So birch is where there's highlights. So like here highlight, here not highlight, right? Not highlight on the bottom. Highlight this out. Oh, well, I didn't really mean that, but that might be okay. Yeah, all these under leaves obviously are not highlights, so but then here on the edge, highlights. Yeah, maybe okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. All right. Okay, wait. Let me see. One country is 1,000,000 by 1,000,000 blocks. Have it planned out. Fixed, you know. Oh, wait. No. All right. 1,000,000 total. That's crazy. How are you going to possibly fill that out? Even considering, like, creative mode, I don't know. I don't know how you would ever place enough blocks to make that work. But I mean, you know, that's the beautiful thing about. Oh, no, I don't. That's the beautiful thing about like long term. You know, you can just keep on picking at it. Are we out of spruce? What? Am I out of spruce? I've never heard of it. I mean, I've heard of a tornado before. I don't know. Now I feel kind of bad about not hearing about it, but I never have. Is that like a common? Is that a known thing? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna need any more walls, and honestly, at this point now, I kind of don't think I'm gonna need any more gates either. So. I think I'm just kind of committed to just using fences. Oh, massive snooze. I don't know if I got my I don't know if I got to my mute button or not. Well, that's depressing. That sounds sad. Well, I'm basically out of spruce, apparently. No, I'm not. I know where I have more spruce. I have spruce over here. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe? Mangrove? That's not useful. Spruce! Aha! Okay. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I'll watch that. Yeah, I would love to watch that after maybe on my little study break today. Maybe I'll have something to look forward to. All right, so we're going to put some birch leaves here, and I think I am going to run out of birch leaves again, but that's all right. So we're going to use birch for all the highlights as we sort of go in here, anywhere where the sun might hit, and then underneath, we'll just sort of... Oh, man! Oh, man! I need to write Mojang a strongly worded letter about separating the shift key, because I'm too old to figure out how to do this. please give us a different down and dismount button. That's all I want. Also, that would also help with swimming too. Swimming is really annoying too because of swimming. Sprint and swim should be different buttons. Those could. Oh, there it just did it again. Oh, well, listen. I totally understand that in real life miles, that's not as far. However, we're not talking real life. We're talking you have to actually put down every block yourself. Why can't I go? Okay. Happy Gas, I love you, but you're slowing me down here a little bit. Let's see. Put down a few of these highlights here. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. What am I doing? Oh, I have two. I thought this was birch leaves. Okay. The cool thing about using birch leaves for this, and not only does the color kind of work, but additionally to the color working, is they're not, birch and spruce are the only non-biome specific leaves, which actually does matter, because if you place these custom trees in whatever biome, they're always going to look the same. Whereas if that would not be the same, if you used any other two leaves, they would change biome, which can actually make the shading on this look totally different. So it's actually really, it's really important to use specifically birch for highlights if you want that exact look. I wasn't trying to jump on him. I was trying. We're gonna do a little, just a leaf canopy coming out, little branch over here. We'll edit this later. Let's just get it close. That's way too much. Now that I think about it, your trees look like it got branches chopped off. Change your keybinds. There is not a keybind for that. So you have your, it's just one. It's just shift, sneak, and fly down. But that also dismounts. See, there's no dismount button. I'm not on the medium trees, Andy. I did that on the small trees because they're still growing. I did the azalea to look like it's new growth. I didn't do it. I'm not going to do it on the medium or the large trees because I think they're like old enough. But I could come back in and edit. I am using a little bit of birch just to give it some like sun highlights, some sun shading. But I'm gonna try not to. I don't think it's needed. But again, after I back up a little bit, we'll find out. I don't know if I've ever heard this song before. It sounds like a 7 Days to Die song. I didn't mean to highlight that, but that's okay. Just misplacing so many blocks. All right, so that's second pass. It takes like 5 passes or so to get like the shape right, but okay, we're getting there. Have you tried using pale oak with the spruce? I think it's I haven't tried it. My gut would be that it would be just way too white. Also, that's biome specific, so I think you'd be dealing with I think you'd be dealing with some like shading issues in different biomes, you know? What's up, Ice Cube? They look like they're moving from summer to autumn. Well, I'm only using spruce and birch. And the reason why I'm using that is just to give a little bit of sun shading. And I think from a little bit of a distance, it looks good. Like if you back up just a little bit, you can kind of see. Like here, so in these smaller trees, I use the azalea at the top because that's like new growth trees, which kind of works. And then over here, I'm using just some of the birch just to show like what. Now it doesn't work in the rain, of course, but it kind of looks like it's sun shading ideally. That's sort of what we're going for. Pale oak for dead branches. I could. It's not a bad idea. Well, I'm gonna try to get this tree to a decent place first, and we'll see. These okay, I don't love how thick this branch is. So I got a choice. Let's back up. I got a choice. Either... Yeah, this branch is way too big. It's way too thick. Let's get rid of some of this. We'll just back it off a little bit or thinned out maybe a hair. That might actually just be enough right there. Well, that looks super weird. It just comes out like way to the side there. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? It's okay. I think the problem is this isn't big enough. I think that's actually the problem. All right, let's expand this one. If we just give this like some love over here, as long as I don't go past the line. I see a big bird over there, up in the sky. Realism Craft VFX adds birds to the sky, which is so awesome. I do plan on building snowy trees as well, where I use like it's all pale oak leaves and then snow layers, because eventually, oh look, because it was raining. Oh, isn't that nice? So, this got to come down. This is way too high up. Okay. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's looked terrible at first. It was like but it's convincing me. There's still some blobs that have to be worked out, right? But like, we're getting there. All right, let's. Oh boy, I heard that. Heard that creeper. Hey, do you have any? You got any coral by any chance? This guy sells a pick. Is that new? I don't remember him ever selling a pick before. No, nothing good. All I want from you is coral and nautilus shells. Actually, I don't really need nautilus shells, to be honest. I kind of have those. All right, so let's see. I think this... Yeah, this one here comes out a little bit far, so we'll shade this back. Wait, I see a big... I don't know what B-E-R-D over there is. I don't know what that word is. I don't know what you're saying. I thought you meant bird, but I don't know what you're saying. All right, so we're going to come out like something like this, and just to thin it up a little bit, so it's not quite so thick. Can't reach it. I think that'll help. I think what happened is I had a couple of these almost like the second layer of branches was like as far as the first layer, and that's not going to really work. Oh man, it's the electric light parade from Disney World. What? I'm sorry, was a wandering trader selling a pickaxe? Yeah, that's what I thought too. I had no idea. Is that new? I've never noticed that before. He was selling efficiency 1 pickaxe. I mean, I don't check them that often, but this music's crazy. All right, let's go back and take a look and see where we're at here. I think we're getting a little closer in this tree. That's not bad, right? That's not bad. I mean, we're not there yet. We're not there yet, but that's not a bad medium tree. There's a couple, couple things that I think just need to be actually less about placing more blocks, but more about like thinning it out a little bit. But I don't think Realism Craft adds that. Maybe it does. I never looked into it that much. I have Realism Craft almost entirely for like the fog and the birds. Everything else is just sort of extra. Okay. Okay, big block up there. Let's deal with that. Yeah, it's getting there. It's not vanilla. Maybe it must be Realism Craft. Well, that it is, because that's the only other thing I have added. All right, we're getting there with the shape here. I think this stage is almost about like taking leaves away more than it's about putting leaves on. And just getting little like droopy branches going down. It had been added in 1.21.5. Yeah, see? It is vanilla. There you go. Thanks for checking that out. Appreciate it. You know, it's nice to have the happy gas is cool, but honestly, sometimes just pillaring up is the way, you know? It is vanilla. In your face, everybody who didn't think so. I don't know who that was exactly, but in your face. All right. I think we may be nearing a good place for this tree, honestly. Oh, shoot. Okay. I thought I was on top of my pillar. What do you think? I can nail this? Yes. I need to... What am I trying to take out? Oh, I'm trying to get that one. I want to get this one there. Make that a little bit of a drooper. There we go. All right, let's find the happy gas and take a little look around. Hey, Clouchos, I finished my book. Did I tell you that? Were you here? Book. Yeah, book. Quote book. It's my little novella for the 20,000 Day movie is done. I can't remember how many words it is, but it's about 2 hours read out loud. And yeah, it's about 2 hours read out loud, so it's ready. So now I just have to get to 20,000 days, and the storyline is complete. You know what? I hate this bottom is not good. Still, it's actually better from other angles. This angle is not good, so this needs to be done. And then I gotta go. It's already 9 o'clock. What the heck, man? I know. I just placed and broke and placed the same thing. Yeah, okay. So we'll work more on this. We'll work more on this on our later stream, but I gotta go. I gotta go to work. 20,000 and the story will be ended. It will be the end of a portion. That's when the cow attack will come at 20,000. So I think you're going to like it. So I really, there are some brutal, there are some sad parts, there's some happy parts. I really like the story. Like I've had an outline for literally over a year, and I finally just like sat down and spent a whole bunch of time, a ton of time working out like the story. And I think you're really going to like the, I think it has a pretty epic conclusion. It's just, I'm going to read it kind of like an audiobook with just like cinematics sort of in the background. So it won't be like, I'm not going to animate it. I know I just don't have time for that. So I'm just going to read it kind of like an audiobook. I hope that's okay. But I don't have time with school and everything to animate it, but anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go to work. Okay. I'll see you all tomorrow for another probably tree building stream. Unless I get tired of it when we break away. But that's a lot of progress, man. We got a medium tree that's starting to feel pretty good in about 40 minutes. So love y'all. See you next time. Bye.